to make this video as a special appreciation for all the messages I received on Facebook. Yesterday was my 49th birthday, and it was just I had an incredibly awesome day. I can't think too hard about what went on yesterday because I get very emotional about it all. I'm going to show you some clips from what happened yesterday and share a little bit of my birthday with you. And for any of you that subscribe to my husband's channel, he's already let that cat out of the bag. But for those of you that don't, yesterday I had just an incredible day. This journey that my husband and I have decided to take in has been an emotional and very trying time. And we did a lot of sacrifice in order to make this, to prepare for this jump. We've sold a lot of things, and we've consolidated a lot of things, and I still feel so guilty that I have so much excess. And all along our prayer has been that God just open doors and He lead the way and He give us what we need for that part of that journey. And He just keeps showing up with His grace. And yesterday, my son showed up with a brand new Jeep 4x4 for me. And he's been saving for that, and I'm sorry, I don't want to get emotional, but as a single mother, you sacrifice, or I would say most of us do, we sacrifice so much for our children. We decide that we don't need in order to provide for them, and I know there's single dads out there and parents that, that feel single in their relationships, whatever, if they're taking care of somebody that's not able to pull 100% of their weight and or vice versa. So I think a single parent sometimes is a state of mind. I remember in my first marriage, I felt as if I were a single parent a lot of the times. So I always sacrificed out of joy, out of love for my children. I wanted them to have things before I got things, and whether it was shoes or coats or whatever. And God always provided for us. I never had to want for anything. And what that did was that really just fed my entrepreneurial spirit. My faith has taken me throughout my life, and I've never, I always say that the scripture tells us that even the sparrow or the bird doesn't sit on a branch freaking out over where his next meal is going to be. We never see a bird, freaking out that he can't find food. God provides for that bird, and the scripture says how much more, if He provides for that little sparrow, how much more will He give us? And because He loves us more than any species on the earth. And so I've always put my faith in that, and I've never really had to worry about being fed or being clothed or having a roof over my head. And, I'm married to somebody that hasn't had that in his life and hasn't had that mindset. So it's a constant battle, because I leaped from another big city to the Dallas area. I packed up and my two kids as a single mother in 1999, and I booked it north and away from all of my family, all of my support, and I felt this pull to come to this area, or to the Dallas area, and I'll get to that reasoning in another video and how God unlocked that for me. But if you ever have moments of doubt and you wonder if someone's watching or listening and they hear not only your struggle, but they see your struggle, just know that there's always somebody that sees and listens, and there won't be a Calvary to rescue you every single time, but there will always be somebody who loves you enough. And I mean, I know both my children love me, and one doesn't love me more than the other, and I don't love them more than the other. But I've always tried to demonstrate to my children that to watch for needs of people. Don't always ask them what they want or what they need in your life. You know, seek the needs of people. Watch and be very observant, because sometimes the deepest need of someone else isn't on the surface. And where we see the need, if we have it, we're supposed to fulfill that need. And I never knew that really my children took on that lesson or that demonstration until yesterday. So I am extremely blessed to not only be in a relationship with someone that allows me to practice my own faith, because I didn't have that before, but really take leaps, knowing my instinct and knowing my gut feeling that says we're going in the right direction. This is what I'm supposed to be doing in this moment, in this time. So I'm not only going to share a little bit of that joy with you, but I want you to know, to my son and my daughter and my husband and my family, who my brother called and left me. He sang me happy birthday. I left it on my voicemail, him and his wife. I got text messages. I got messages all day yesterday on Facebook, and I really do appreciate. And I know that people on Facebook are disingenuous at times, and there are people who are genuinely your friends. But I just wanted to let everybody know that would see this video now or in the future that I really appreciate that God is fulfilling my purpose, and He's fulfilling my prayers to allow me to rest at a certain part of my life, and to do that with somebody who also needs the same type of break from all the stress that, my husband and I were single parents for a long time. Sorry, I keep wiping my nose. But we were single parents, and we didn't know each other, but we were single parents, and we share that genuine understanding of what that is and how much we love our children. One of us can express it in a much wider range than the other, and I think that's just me being female and him being male. But I've always been a parent that never holds on really tight, and maybe because I was raised by somebody who held me so tightly that sometimes it felt it wasn't suffocating, but it felt really, really like bondage. And I think we do that sometimes as parents out of fear. And don't get me wrong, I love my mother and my father, but I know that if you hold a bird too tight, it will end up dying. And so I don't spend a lot of time worried about my children, because I know that God and all of the angels that surround them are watching out for them. But I've taken too long, but I want to share this little bit of video with you from yesterday. And my son's company has taken off. One of his companies has taken off. I'll leave the link to that company down there below. And it's a website. It's a shopping website, just like the one I have. And I'm going to do a video because we've gone through a transition with my company, and we've renamed it because we're moving to Arkansas, and I'll do that just to document. but I'll leave the link to his company down there. He's just a wonderful man, and he'll be turning 28 this year, and he's extremely successful in his genre, in his world, and his company is, God is blessing him. I think he's blessing him to not only show him his love, but to give him access to things that in his own family had a need. So to my son Justin, I love you more than you'll ever know, and I thank you for yesterday. It means a lot. So your mama loves you. Everybody have a blessed day.
So today is my birthday. Look what's arrived for me. Oh my God. Aww.
So nice.
Thank you.
We even signed a card. The cupcakes got a little smashed on the drive over.
No, but you're fine. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Really nice.
What a birthday.
Really nice at Park.
Sorry for the wind. Gotta love those landlords that won't let you have a car delivered on their driveway. Yep.
That's kind of cool.
And hopefully she doesn't hit the back end of it.
Gosh. See how the wheels are raised higher? It's a 4x4. See how you have more space?
Yeah.
This car's meant to do this. See?
So exciting. Doesn't seem real.
Kind of reminds me of the Tribute.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
I loved my tribute.
The gas is on the left side. But
Yeah.
my car's
Yeah. So if anybody's thinking about getting a car and you live near a place where Carvana delivers, you should definitely check them out. What a happy birthday this is. I've got a 4x4 now. Thanks to my son. Wow. Yeah, look at the way the head sets up kind of tall, like the old Jeeps.
I like they have these like high beams or
Yeah.
see them underneath for the brights.
Yeah, fog lights.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
It's nice to have fog.
I'm ready to go to Arkansas, y'all. I have my car.